As Kayla and Andrew walked through the quiet corridors of the shelter, their eyes were drawn to one particular dog. In his weary gaze, the last spark of hope seemed ready to fade. In that moment, an invisible bond touched their hearts, and they knew they could not walk away. What they never imagined was that once they brought him home, they would discover a dog who behaved like a grumpy old man with the strangest little habits. That decision became the greatest turning point of their lives. The couple had just moved to Florida, eager for a fresh start. Alongside the excitement of new beginnings, they longed for a companion who would make their house feel like a home. That's when they saw him, a large dog named Walter, surrendered by another family. He was painfully thin, coughing with exhaustion, yet his eyes held a quiet plea. Something inside Kayla and Andrew whispered that he was the one. By choosing Walter, they weren't just saving a life, they were unknowingly transforming their own. Walter's first days at home were far from easy. His frail body made even the smallest steps difficult. Kayla and Andrew watched him anxiously, afraid he might slip away at any moment. But with patience and care, Walter slowly grew stronger. His cough faded, his energy returned, and with recovery came a surprising truth. Walter carried himself less like a dog and more like an elderly man, full of quirks and quiet wisdom. He would sit silently in a corner, studying everyone with sharp, thoughtful eyes, almost as if he were passing judgment. Sometimes he would lock eyes with Kayla or Andrew, holding their gaze with a seriousness that felt oddly human. And then came the evening that revealed another side of him. At dinner, Walter showed his true obsession: food. The moment someone sat at the table, he positioned himself nearby, following every bite with laser focus. He never begged or whined. He simply waited, patient and alert, hoping a single crumb might fall. To Walter, even the smallest morsel was a treasure. And yet, just as often, he would retreat into stillness, staring out the window for hours, as though lost in deep thought. One night, the couple finally allowed Walter to sleep in their bed. What they discovered made them laugh until tears fell. Walter snored, loudly, almost like a human grandpa. At first, it startled them, but soon the sound became oddly comforting, a steady rhythm that lulled them to sleep. It was no longer silence, but Walter's presence that filled their nights with peace. Over time, Kayla noticed something even more touching. Walter followed her everywhere, his devotion unmistakable. He became her shadow, watching her every move, as though her heartbeat guided his own. In those moments, Walter was no longer just a dog. He was family. And in the end, Kayla and Andrew realized the truth. Walter wasn't simply a pet. He had taken the place of children in their lives, filling their home with laughter, comfort, and love. That fragile dog they had once found in a shelter had now become the very center of their world. Today, every heartbeat in their home follows Walter's rhythm, the rhythm of family, of love, and of a bond that can never be broken.